Hey guys, it's Nohats. Gonna show you how to build a quick medieval kind of fancy house. So this is pretty much all you need right in my inventory. And yeah, so I guess we can just start. You're gonna need a pretty large area. The house's dimensions will be 9 by I think about 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just want to start out using this. Actually, you just kind of want to make boxes, and then I think what looks best is if you make one side of it longer, so that's what I'll be doing. Now, in my builds I have some magic numbers. My first magic number is 3, and I use 3 in between all these posts. So you want to put 3 in between all these. Right here. Okay, so now we're going to visit my next magical number, which is 5. So you want to stack these logs up by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you want to do that for all these. Like so. Okay. So now what you want to do is just build a straight line across with your wood. Same thing. Okay. So you got your basic frame, right? You want to do the same thing for a second floor, third floor, so on. I'll be adding 2 floors for this build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I usually kind of do it in this order that I'm doing right now. I just think it's more time, or less time consuming, more time efficient. And yeah, you just want to build this across, make the frame. You want to get an idea of the size of your building. Later I'll show you how to build a complex kind of build. But yeah, okay, so next step for my builds is to add depth. Depth is a very important part of your build, and it basically means if I build a hut right here, you'll see that the walls are very flat. You don't want it to be like that. That doesn't look nice. That doesn't look appealing per se. So what you want to do is add these little things as if the wood is longer than it actually is. If you get what I'm saying. Yeah. So that just will be part of adding depth. So that's our frame. And one thing I do always is I always do the roof first. That's just my thing. When I build in survival, of course I don't do it this way. But I'll be showing you to do it the way that I build in creative. So just come up here. You want to go across this way. So I do a different kind of roof. This is my original style that I started out with, so here's what happens. I'm going to go out one and then over. So I want this one facing right over here and this one facing this way. And continue that until you get to the center. And it's very important that when you choose your magical number, whether it be 3, 5, or 7, or 9, you want it to be odd so that this middle thing, it will all come to a point. Sometimes the even numbers will screw you, so that's also why. Now you just want to repeat this on all sides. Eh. And yeah, so I'm actually going to cut away for this part, and then I'll resume recording when I'm done. So, bye. Okay, I'm back. Um, Here's what it looks like, I guess. And then after you're done, you want to build across from this point to this point. So you got a nice frame right here. When you do have this overhang, which you don't always have to have, you can just follow this pattern. Like if you stand like this, got a nice A-frame right here. You can just leave it level right here, so it doesn't overhang and it still looks fine. And in this case, you wouldn't do it. But what you want to do is kind of something fancy over here. I mean, I guess that's what I'll do for this build. Just stick some kind of Nordic thing on it. It balances it out better so it doesn't look like it just stops there. So now you want to start filling in the brick. So fill in the brick and then you're going to add some stripes for some stripes-ness. And the stripes are an important part because it just breaks up the roof. You don't want the roof to be that dull. And I think I'll do the same thing as last time. I'll just cut away when I'm done. Yeah, okay. I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I'm back. It's done now. Yeah. So just a reminder, this build style will look good and in the default texture pack, so if you're interested in that. The roof is completely done except for one thing I may come back to later. Okay, so now we're going to work on the first floor. Or actually we're just going to work on the exterior of the first floor. Now there's many ways to go about this, but my favorite way is essentially you're doing this. You make a U shape on the bottom and then an N shape on the top with cobblestone on the bottom and then this stone brick on the top. As if, like, let's say this was the actual, that's what it would look like without the window. And then you just cut out the window. And that's what it would look like without the door, but then you cut out the door. And you want to place this one inside here to create more depth. So, you also will need some cobblestone stairs. I forgot to mention. It's called stone stairs. So, right there, and that creates a nice little windowsill, I guess. So let me fill in all these. And remember, like, you don't want to make it even, because if it does even, then it doesn't look as, like, certain builds you'll notice that they'll be like this is the pillar for the first floor, and then it has like an extending pillar. The reason that we aren't doing it in this build is because this part, how it's indented, is in, so it looks like this one is bumped out in the end. And altogether it becomes cleaner because the pattern doesn't get messed up. Like if you build it as the way I mentioned previously, then it can become distorted. Basically, like, let's say you have an odd number on the bottom, it will become an even number on the top, only on certain ones though. So it'll really just screw you up. So there we go. We got the bottom floor done. Put in these things. You want to make sure you do this because even that little thing will change. That little area changes how it looks. It changes it from looking like random stairs to some serious stuff. Now I'll just fill this in really quick. And there we go. Oh, no more side. Okay, there we go. So that's the bottom floor. And for the top floor, I suggest using wool, because even though we're making the roof out of a heavy material, during medieval times, if we're going to be realistic, they couldn't put a lot of weight on the top floor, architecturally speaking, so that's what we'll be doing right here. Okay. Now, of course, I am putting windows on all sides, and I don't know if this is what you want to do, but I mean, I just think it looks the best because it will take up space and add more depth altogether. And then also, I forgot to add this. You want to put a beam. I did that off camera, and you just want to fill that in. Okay, so you got that. Other side. Okay. So we got the exterior down, and you're just like, oh yeah, this is done. No. Um, yeah. So first we're going to take the glass, and we're going to fill in all the windows. So, no, I'm not going to cut. This will be fast. Fill in these windows right here. There. There. Okay. You got them on the bottom floor, then you want to put them on the top floor. Now, what I was saying earlier about depth is that we want to create as much as we can, so you can tell that this is a 3D thing. So we're going to take some buttons. Take a wooden button and stick one on the end of each log. Okay, so we got each one on the end of each log, right? You also want to go back up here, click on that one, and here. And these are just for aesthetic purposes. They aren't really, they're not there for pushing. Of course you can if you're bored. I mean, I don't really care what you do with this build. Okay, then you want to take oak planks and fence, and this is one of the most defining parts of about this build, my build style. So that's the most defining part. And right now you're saying, oh my god, what has he done? He just ruined his build. And yeah, I guess that's kind of what you'd think. But here, just look. Doesn't that look nicer? You got a bit of a curved shape there, and then you got the fence which binds it all together. Now you want to do the same on the second floor. And do this all the way around the entire house. So, yeah. Even up here, you want to just extend it and then put one right there. So you see this is going to start looking pretty nice. And there. And there. Okay, so it looks pretty nice in this angle right now. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the other side. Let me rearrange these. This is annoying me. It's the little things that annoy me. Okay, that should be it. Okay, there we go. So now you're like, okay, now we're done. No, we're not. Okay, so hang in there with me. I'm going to explain to you how we are not done. First you want to go to the redstone part, get some trapdoors, push some shutters. I know this gets monotonous, but it's worth it. I think it adds a great aesthetic value. So just slap them on there. As hard as you can. Just click, 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 click. And you just want to keep going, keep going. Okay, so we got that part done. You're just like, finally, we're done. No, we're not. We need more power. You're gonna add this and an awning over it. Now, this is gonna take a bit of time, especially if you're building this on survival. So I'm gonna cut for right here. So I will see you when I'm done. Okay, so here's our almost finished product. Got it there. So you can see that's how it looks. Now we're just gonna go ahead, and this is one of the most difficult things for me to pick up as a builder, but I think it's worth it. So I will be teaching you how to do a window on the 3rd floor, which is the attic. So basically you're just, you want to do that. Like, it's pretty simple, but I just found it hard to figure out how they made it mesh, and here's the way you do it. You want to have this part here, this part there, there, and there. And the rest pretty much works. And this doesn't look extremely nice, but it works with the depth. I mean, of course there's exposed stuff. I don't really care at this point. Yeah. So you might want to put this thing here. So you got that. And that's pretty much done. I'm not going to do interior on this video. I mean, we can add some flowers. Where's my flower pot? Yep. And here's, just add some flowers on certain ones. Especially these. I like this pack because it has random flowers. You see, they're all different. You don't want to put them on every single one because that just looks a bit cheesy. Like, who has that many flowers? You kidding me? Especially during medieval times. So you finished that up. Got them. And yeah, you can add an additional windowsill like right here if you want, but I don't know. I don't know if that looks super good. Yeah, so that's medieval house, and now I'm gonna show you how to maximize the efficiency of this house. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna show you how to maximize in a few seconds. So see ya. Hey guys, okay. So basically this the okay, sound isn't working on this part, so I'm recording this after I've watched this. Basically what I'm showing to you right now is how you can use this into a city. I'm showing you how I made the roof different. I didn't make the overhangy part because it's beautiful. Oh, not really. I made it that way so that the town would fit together. Of course, a medieval town would be all close together, cramped. That's kind of what I demonstrated. And Also, another reminder, I'm just going to show it to you in the default texture pack. So that's what it looks like in the default texture pack. If you want to build these for everything, yeah. So, thanks. And, yeah. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for watching everything. If you liked it, then why don't you leave a like? If you think that this is good, then maybe I should make some more. I don't know. Like talk about it. Yeah. So thanks for listening. And yeah. Okay.